Certainly has been a mild stretch of weather here in West Michigan, including one of our warmer Christmas days yesterday. Well, we did cool off a little bit today. We're now into the 40s. 13 weather ball is green, so no change to those 40s foreseen.
The 13 weather ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
Around the area, cloudy skies for the most part. Starting to see a couple of breaks here and there, but don't anticipate seeing a ton of sunshine over the next 10 days, although tomorrow we may actually start out with some sunshine. We're behind a cold front that has gone through the area. You can see the leading edge of that is right here. That's where all the showers are right now. A couple of lingering sprinkles out over Lake Michigan. The strong storm system that created quite a few travel problems still kind of spinning down here in northeastern Kansas, right near the near the Kansas City area, west of St. Louis. This is really wrapped up, so all of the real inclement weather is well to our west. It has spun in a cold front, so now our temperature just kind of slowly slide from the 40s into the 30s by the end of the week. So the travel issues over the next several days will be east of that front and north and west of that low pressure system. We may catch a couple of light rain showers Wednesday night into Thursday. That's have minor travel impacts here in West Michigan. And then we have an upper level system, a little Alberta clipper, that's going to come down the day before Christmas Eve, and then that will last into Christmas Day. And that's going to be, New Year's Day. And we'll see very few impacts from the weather right on through about January 4. In terms of rainfall, most of that will be Wednesday night and early on Thursday. We could see about 1/4 of an inch of rain. Getting toward the end of the week and the end of the month, we could see some of that mixing in with a little bit of snow flurry activity. So where is the snow? Are we seeing anything that sticks around in the meantime? Not a lot. The active weather again tonight off to our west, but the weather pattern is such that the cold air is locked up into Canada and the storm track is well to our south. So there's not a lot going on here in West Michigan. Models indicating through January 3rd, only 1/10 of an inch of snow is expected. So our snowless winter continues here in West Michigan. Forecast high temperatures, mid-40s here tomorrow, about where we are right now at 5 o'clock. 43 then on Thursday, and you'll notice a trend just kind of cooling off into the upper 30s by Friday, and we'll stay in the 30s through the end of the year. Long range outlook says we're right on that edge for the first 5 days of January. Near normal to maybe a little higher chance for warmer than average temperatures with cool in the southeast. Storm track, though, again, well to our south, so we're going to have high chances for less precipitation, including snow during that 5-day period. Tonight will become mostly cloudy. Wouldn't rule out a sprinkle early tonight, but those will end, and then temperatures falling down to around or a little bit above freezing. No issues with travel, though, tonight. Similar up north. Mainly cloudy skies, some breaks towards daybreak. Overnight lows around 31 to 33, and here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll drop down to around 31 to as warm as 34 across the region. 13 on your side forecast. Light rain off to the north Wednesday night into Thursday. All of that from about I-96 northward, both Wednesday night and Thursday. May linger into Friday morning. Then we'll drop into the 30s over the weekend, including a New Year's Eve day with some lake effect snow showers. We might see about a half to less than 1/4 of an inch of snow with that. New Year's Day, just mostly cloudy, kind of cold, and we'll continue with the cool weather at or above average all the way through the following Friday. So Lawrence, still not looking anything like winter here in West Michigan.
Yeah, definitely not what we're used to. Thank you, George. Chief Meteorologist George Lessons joins us now. George, what's the look at the forecast?
Well, after unprecedented warm air here on Christmas Day, we are slowly seeing our temperatures slide now, and will continue to trend toward more seasonable readings by the end of the year. Looking at the current weather across the Midwest, we missed out on a major winter storm out to the west, where there are still ice storm and blizzard warnings from the Dakotas all the way down into Kansas. Up to 9 inches of snow in South Dakota, 8 in Nebraska, 7 in Belleville, Kansas. 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of ice, mainly in North and South Dakota into northwest Minnesota and north of Lake Superior, and some strong winds with this as well, gusting to almost 70+ miles per hour. Thus, the blizzard warnings off to our west. All of that action staying well to our west. That system has wrapped up and pushed a cold front through the region, so now we're into the cooler air with temperatures cooling off into the 40s after being in the 50s yesterday. Currently 45 in Muskegon, 47 here in Grand Rapids. That represents readings about 5 to as much 15 degrees cooler than yesterday at this time. We are on a cooling trend, but is there any snow to speak of before the end of the year? We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. Well, we're past Christmas. We're past our green Christmas. We have not really gotten over our milder weather, however. Rest of the week, we're just going to see our temperatures slowly slide downward into the 30s, but not immediately. 13 weather ball tonight is green. No change to a return to the 40s foreseen for your Wednesday.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
Planning on walking the dog, as Jamie might do with Zena earlier tonight. We are going to see temperatures in the 40s. Going to give you a green paw for you, Jamie. And Zena, no worries in the morning. It'll be partly cloudy and in the mid 30s. Average highs are right around 34 to 35, so we're not even going to reach our average highs for overnight lows tonight. A little more sunshine. First half of the day tomorrow will become sunny for a while, and then it comes overcast in the afternoon. But 6.8 out of a 10-point scale on our green energy report to create some energy across the area, and 3.5 out of a 10-point scale. Not a lot of wind here over the next several days. Hey, tonight, if we can get our skies to become partly cloudy later on, you'll see the full cold moon actually is already up, but I can't see it on the eastern horizon because it's still cloudy. Actual cold moon starts at 7:33 this evening. Moon set tomorrow morning at 9:11 on the western horizon. We've had a cold front go through that has pushed into basically the Lansing area. There are some scattered showers right along it. Back to the west, there are some sprinkles of rain trying to reach the ground, but for the most part, dry weather pattern overnight tonight. This is the remnants of the storm system down to our south and west, which is way back in northeastern Kansas. There's that cold front that has pushed on through the region. We're just going to gradually ooze our temperatures downward through the 40s next couple of days into the 30s. Travel impacts will be to our east, and then later on tomorrow night into Thursday morning, we have a little light rain that's going to be coming down, wrapping around from the northeast. That's about it. Toward the end of the year, getting into New Year's Eve day, could be some minor travel impacts from a few snow flurries moving on through, and then another round as we get toward the first few days of January. Just really no impactful weather. There's all the rain overnight tonight through tomorrow night, with all of that pushing to our east. Could see about 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch of rain, and snowfall. Yeah, there's not a lot. This is the snow flurries coming through at the end of the year to start the new year. At best, just a few flakes of snow, maybe up to 1 inch around the Ludington area, and that would be early next year. Long range outlook says we continue with high chances for warmer than average readings all the way through January 9, and high chances will stay on the drier side as the storm track stays to our south. Tonight, cloudy early, but then skies will become partly cloudy, low in mid 30s. Along to the north, it could be a sprinkle early tonight, but generally just cloudy skies, a little bit of clearing towards daybreak, around 31 to 34, similar here in the greater Grand Rapids area. Maybe an early evening sprinkle. Other than that, we're seeing dry conditions. 13 on your side forecast. Morning sunshine, afternoon clouds tomorrow and 46. Maybe a little light rain to the north tomorrow night and on Thursday, ending Friday morning as we stay in the 40s. 30s then over the weekend into the new year. Any snow would come on New Year's Eve day with some lake effect snow showers. And then 30s next week with maybe some more snow showers about the 4th and 5th of the month. So Lauren, really no wintry weather to speak of next 10 days.
I don't know if I want to complain about it or be happy about it. I don't know. It's wintertime.
Now it's past the holidays. Now the snow just becomes, yeah,
nuisance,
okay.
Yeah. Thanks, George. You know, George, I'm sure many of us, when we step outside, we don't think that Christmas was just a day ago because it doesn't feel like it at all.
It didn't look like it, didn't feel
No.
like it. I don't know too many people complaining except those that enjoy winter snow sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been very tough so far this winter, and I don't see any nights where we'll be able to make any man-made snow across the region. 13 weather ball remains green, so no change to the 40s foreseen.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
The temperatures will be falling all day down to 45 at 5 o'clock. It stopped at 47, but that's within our target range. We've done that 6 days in a row. Recapping yesterday, the observed high was 54 degrees. That placed it at the 4th warmest Christmas day on record. It's interesting enough that since 2019, 3 of the 5 warmest Christmas days have come in the last 5 years. I remember that 1982, 65, where we had sunshine and then some late afternoon showers and thunderstorms with hail. Didn't happen this year. Upper level, though, pretty well entrenched over the center part of the country. East of that, it has been warm. To the west, it's been a little bit cooler, but that's been right in through here with that north wind. Strong jet stream down to the south. Now, this low pressure system just kind of meander on through, bring us a chance of a sprinkle off to the north tomorrow night and Thursday, and then it finally pushes out on Friday. A little bit of a dip in the jet stream. This is for New Year's Eve day, so we've got some snow flurries, but nothing that amounts to anything, and that gets kicked out, and heading into the new year, we start to get a little bit cool, stay cool through about the 4th of January. But look at this, more southerly winds coming in toward the following weekend, the first full weekend of January. That means it's probably going to be warm. Here's that storm system with all of the active weather well back to our west, northwest Minnesota, down into eastern Colorado, where there will still be minor impacts overnight. We have a little bit of a low impact from the rain that comes in Wednesday night and Thursday. Little dip in the jet stream, bringing a little bit of light snow on a Saturday into Sunday, and then after that, it's pretty quiet. Very little impactful weather in our part of the country for the next about 10 to maybe even 15 days. Now, highs tomorrow up into the mid 40s. Will cool off a little bit into the low and mid 40s during the day on Thursday. Upper 30s, here we go. 30s on Friday, on Saturday, 37. On Sunday, New Year's Eve day, 37, and it will be pretty much the same on Monday, 37 degrees. That's a little bit above our average high for this time of year. So for tomorrow, we're going to start out with some sunshine. If it skies clear late tonight, we might see that full moon setting in the western horizon. Then clouds moving in the afternoon. Highs in the mid 40s, about 10 degrees above our average high. Similar, some morning sunshine, some afternoon cloud cover, mid 40s here, and from Grand Rapids south, mid 40s, maybe even upper 40s over toward Ionia and Battle Creek with a light north wind. 13 on your side forecast. Clouds rolling in tomorrow afternoon, and then some light rain off to the north tomorrow night, and that will extend into Thursday, finally ending on Friday morning. We'll dip into the 30s over the weekend, 37 both Saturday and Sunday. Lake effect snow showers on Sunday may whiten the ground a little bit, but I think we're only going to see about 1/10 of an inch to maybe 1/2 inch of snow with that. Next week, starting out dry for the new year, then some lake effect snow or some light snow the following Thursday and Friday.